Lawyer and human rights advocate Sanjay Hegde, who's also in the Indian capital. Welcome to the programme. I just wonder, from your point of view, how prevalent is this kind of sexual violence and this type of really violent attack in India, and how much does it affect women there?
Well, it is not very common, but it is common enough. The point is that India has a population of 1.4 billion. And even if you take in percentage terms, a very small percentage of sexual violence that happens, in absolute numbers, it becomes a huge number. Women mostly are safe, but there are areas in India, like in other countries of the world, where they may not be safe. In this particular case, it does appear that this was an opportunistic crime because the husband and wife were traveling through the world, and they've been used to camping. So they were camping in an isolated area, and this gang of goons and ruffians have gone into a gang rape. It's entirely condemnable, but as your correspondent was telling you, this is not a time for politics as far as it is concerned. India has a problem. India is working on the problem, but one should always be careful as to the areas in which tourists congregate.
Sure, I mean, one can always be careful. You say India has a problem and it's working on it. What is India doing to make its country safer for women living there and for tourists?
Well, we had a particularly horrific case sometime in 2013, after which the rape laws were greatly enhanced. Penalties for rape were greatly enhanced. There can be even death sentences at times. But at the end of the day, it's also a cultural thing. It is also deeply woven with the patriarchal society that exists in India. Particularly the young, there is a lot of unemployment, and when the young get together, sometimes no good happens.
You're saying that it's a cultural problem. Things can be done to change cultures, to educate people. Are that kind of programs going on, for example, in schools, in higher education facilities?
Well, I do not think there are specific programs which are going on. Indian society is often very Victorian almost in its attitudes towards the public discussion of sex. Sex education is in schools is still thought of in a bit of a jokey fashion and things like that. We also have in India, especially in certain states, a gender imbalance. That is, more male children are being born, and females are often aborted in the womb itself. So we have a young, unemployed population, a population which has a lot of migrants, and often there is not enough safe intermingling between the sexes. These are policy initiatives which not only the government but society itself must work on.
Absolutely. Sanjay Hegde, thank you so much for joining us. Sounds like some cultural, also some social changes needed. We will be continuing to cover this story. Thank you.